Hey y'all, welcome back to Maz's Fab Shop. Today's episode, we're going to be working on the core support. So, the core support on this truck is definitely the most rusted out part on this truck. And I mean, y'all have seen the overall condition of this thing. I mean, it's pretty minty, you know. And I don't mean that in a sarcastic way. But from about, we'll say, here down, I don't know if y'all seen that or not, but the bottom of the core support is just shot, completely shot. So what I'm going to do is I've got another core support sitting out back here. I'm going to bring it inside. I'm going to tear the front end off of this truck, just the bumper and the grill, take the radiator and the transcooler and all that stuff out. And I'm going to cut the core support on this one, splice in my new piece that I'm going to have sitting over here, weld it all back up, put some paint and, primer and some paint on it, and we're going to be good to go. So, let's get after it. Just like any other old repair, you're just going to start by, throwing the hood up. And luckily my hinges and supports are still good, so it ain't going to fall and bust me on the noggin. But yeah, when you pull this out, you're going to have these little Phillips head screws here. That one ain't even tight. Pull that one out right now. Just like that. Well, there's a couple of them that ain't tight because I've had this grill in and out a couple times. Because I wanted to put that billet grill in there. That's y'all can kind of see it right there. I wanted to put that in, but it didn't look right with the truck, so I abandoned that mission. I just left this one. But I'll probably put a new chrome and black grill in this one someday. But anyway, I'm going to get this pulled out and all that good stuff. Then we'll get the bumper off and drain the coolant, pull the transcooler, and yeah, we're just going to get it done. All right, so y'all seen just now that we got the grill and the bumper out of the way. And I'm going to show y'all exactly what we got going on here. So as you can see, This is the core support at the bottom of it. It is not connected at all anywhere over here. And it's decent over there. And that oil spot right there on the ground, that is not a current leak. That's from when I changed the oil. But what I'm planning on doing here is I'm going to cut right through here. You can see here's, the top part of the support. And here's, this plate right here that runs down. I'm going to cut it right through here. I'm just going to take my measurements and, figure out what needs to be where and who needs to be who and yada yada. And splice a new bottom piece back in. But the thing I seen when I was taking the bumper off is this. Move over here. So I've got a hole right here, which is not exactly good. And I have this right here. I don't know how well y'all can see that because I don't really have any light. Let me turn the light on. There we go. This whole bottom here is rotted out. Hey, look, there's a used connector. Bye-bye. But, yeah, that's not nowhere near as concerning as that right there to me. Granted, this right here doesn't exactly hold the radiator, but it is what it is. And just now I'm seeing this part right here. So basically, I'm going to have to put a whole new core support in this truck eventually. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to repair the one that I have to make it a little bit better and, just kind of make some content out of it, keep everything flowing. But, yeah, I'm going to drag this new support in. I'm going to show you all what I got to work with, and we're going to go from there. I mean, it could be considered pointless, but I don't really want, people being like, oh, hey, look at that. It's all rusted out. So I'm just going to fix it, the best I can. But one of the biggest things is I'm just going to try to do this without tearing, the whole front end of the truck apart. But I guess we'll see how that goes. So here's a core support that I got. I picked this up last summer or summer before last. I don't remember. But it's in a lot better shape than the one I have. I didn't give a whole lot of money for this because of this right here and that right there. But the part that I'm after is still in really good shape, which is the bottom here. Granted, it does have a little bit of rust jacking right here and on the other side. But I'm going to be able to patch the one in this truck with this support. So my game plan is, like I just mentioned, cut it right here in the same place on the other side right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from, the bottom here up, however far it is, cut it straight, weld that in, and I'm probably going to take some like 16th plate, or I've got a sheet of 16th sheet metal sitting over, in there somewhere. I think it might be under the bench or back behind the toolbox or something. But I'm going to go on the inside, weld it up, weld all this on the outside. If I can get to it, that is. It's going to be, it might be a pain, but whatever. Be quiet. Whatever. I'm a welder. I've done worse before. So, next up, we're going to get this coolant drained. We're going to get the radiator out, trans cooler out of the way, yada, yada, yada. And we're going to get ready and start cutting things apart to where we can get to the point of no return. Because that's my favorite point in life. All right, so next up, I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling the radiator out. It's simple. Y'all probably pulled radiators before, but or this one's an automatic. I got to undo my transcooler lines and all that stuff. So I've already got the upper hose disconnected. I got my lower one disconnected. You can see it right there. And I noticed looks like some sediment and stuff in there, so probably have to do a good flush on this whenever I go to put new coolant back in it. So anyway, when you take your radiator out, get everything moved around here. I went ahead and undone my fan shroud. It's, you know, you're gonna have these little fancy clips right there. 5/16 heads on the bolts, but your radiator actually bolts right here and right there. And those look like 3/8, I would guess. So you're gonna have 2 on each side here, and then it should lift right out. So I'm actually going to be using a 10mm for this, but it'll work the same. Perfect. All right, go to the other side here. Number 1. Uh-oh. Nope, let's get a ratchet. Should be able to get it with the Milwaukee here. There we go. Smooth like butter. All right. So next, I just got to undo my cooler lines on the bottom here, and we'll be ready to pop this thing out. All right, everything's unhooked, or should be at least. This out of the way for good. I have to be super careful when I'm pulling radiators and stuff like that, because if you ask a couple of my friends back home, they will tell you that I am not allowed to be any part of their radiator while working on their vehicle, because it seems like every time that I go to pull one out, I knock a hole in it. So I'm going to go about this the way I normally do and just yank it out and hope for the best. Ooh, that sucker's heavy. All right, 1 second. There we go. There it is. And it probably wouldn't hurt to have this thing taken to a shop and looked at. Huh. All right, so since we got that out, let me turn this light on. You can see, holy cow. This sucker's pretty much non-existent down there. Wow. All right. So, if I'm looking at this correctly, I can undo my trans cooler here, which is not held on by much of anything except for a janky little Phillips head screw. Get that out of the way, and then we'll get the condenser or whatever you call that. And we'll be just about ready to pull this whole thing out. These little mounts, or the mounts right here, they're going to be a bugger. So, yeah. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, I guess. That's what Snoop always says. What? Come on now. What are you holding up? I see one thing right there. Ouch. There we go. One side good. Two sides good. Now, we'll just, so that's it. All right. That looks like we've done something. I'm gonna tighten these bolts back up in this bracket right here that I took out, and get that battery out. And then I guess we're going to fight with these mounting bolts here in the support itself. All right, everything's loose. See right there. All right. Oh man, I swear, I'd be right if I quit kicking stuff all over the place. But I did have to loosen this bracket up here, you know, like that. These, see, turn my light on here. These are so rusted up that there's no way I'm going to be able to get these off. Like, this nut is just completely, like, there's nothing left of it. This side over here, I don't know where it's at. Let me find it. You see that? That one's pretty nasty looking too, so, I believe I'm going to get the fire wrench out and just turn some metal into some liquid and get it out that way. I'm going to need to get new body bushings anyway, so it's not going to hurt to just melt them out. So, or I got a better idea. No sparks, and just take my Sawzall and zoop, and zoop. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, just went and got some new blades, so see what we can do here. Now, I'll be back when I get this off. All right, so we got it cut off. That means pretty much ready to pull it out. These right here, they could probably hold you up, so be sure these are unscrewed. These are just for what your hood sets on whenever it's fully closed. You can see right there, there's the mark. And also, be sure to undo these little clips like that right there. They're all the way across. For your wiring harness, you're going to have a ground strap right there. And you're going to have ground strap right here. I'm going to get that undone real quick. We're going to get this core pulled out, and we're going to see what else I can do. Maybe. Who knows? But that's pretty much it. All right, so it's out. Now we can kind of really go through and assess the damage here. I mean, y'all seen this whole bottom here, how it's gone. But now we can really get in here and look. This whole thing is shot. I mean, look at that stud. That is ridiculous. So there's that side. This side's a little bit better. Not by much. But I'm definitely going to do quite a bit of reconstructive surgery on this here. And hopefully I have enough good stuff out of this support that's sitting here behind it to patch up what I need. Now, I've seen guys, they'll take and, you know, drill out all these spot welds and all that and, you know, graft in their better section into their old one, or their original one, I mean. But I'm just going to cut it across all the way right here and, you know, weld it into this one. And whatever is not good, I have a bunch of like 16th plate. It's underneath all that junk. I can probably just patch it all up that way. But yeah, I'll pull this original one over, and that way y'all can get a look and see what we're dealing with on the new one. Alright, so this one here, you can see the bottom of it's pretty good. You know, it's a little flaky in some spots. I think I went over this earlier. I don't remember. It's been a week since I've been in the shop. So, but here's, yeah, this one's, oh yeah, she's rough. That's flaked to pieces here. Okay, yeah, you're just going to end up breaking all that off. And this side the same way. So I guess I'm going to end this video here. Next video we got on this, I'm going to start cutting and patching and all that good stuff. Try to make myself a good core support. Because I honestly don't know if they repop brick nose diesel cores. I'll have to look, but I'm doing this, you know, very budget minded, because all my money is going towards, you know, new injection pump injectors and yada yada yada, putting ball joints in it, this, that, and the other. But kind of hope this was a decent little rundown for y'all on how to get a core support out of a 80 through 96, specifically a brick nose Ford truck. So, but that's gonna do it, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Hope y'all enjoyed watching. We'll see y'all in the next one.